Hallo, heute sind wir im Loro Parque.
Found out that Morgan was pregnant, we were all really super excited because it's so awesome to get like a baby killer whale. So the first thing we did, of course, was monitor Morgan really good. We kept track of the whole pregnancy, and we did that by doing ultrasounds. In the beginning of the pregnancy we did ultrasounds about every 2-3 days, and the more closer we came to the birth, eventually the ultrasounds came up to every day. So we monitored the health of the baby, we monitored the heart rate, we monitored if the baby was growing really good inside of Morgan, and so we kept track of the health of the baby in that way. Well, that all looked from the beginning already really good, like the baby was healthy, everything seemed perfect inside of Morgan. Of course, when we came closer to the birth, Morgan started to get much bigger in the pregnancy. So we gave Morgan some more time to rest, you know, so she would be in the back pools with the other animals, she would not participate so much in the shows, so she could like have a normal, relaxed pregnancy. So the more closer we came to the birth, the more of course we had to monitor Morgan. So about 1.5 months before Ula was born, we actually started doing night watch as well. So 24 hours there was always a trainer present to keep an eye on Morgan, to make sure that she was okay, that everything went fine. So what we did was, eventually about a month or 3 weeks before the birth, we started separating Morgan in the night in sea pool, because that was the pool where she was about to be giving birth. And we always kept a watchful eye on her. And as let's say, from the beginning till basically the birth, everything looked perfect. Like the baby looked perfect, and Morgan behaved really well as well during the pregnancy. On the day of the actual birth, because we didn't know, of course, when actually the Ula was gonna be born. You know, we had an idea it could be around the middle of September till the end of September, but we didn't know exactly, of course, which day it was going to be. So we were all really nervous around that time, like maybe it's going to be today, maybe it's going to be tomorrow, we don't know for sure. Well, I remember really good, like on the day of the actual birth, Morgan was in sea pool, and we just walked by the glass, and suddenly we saw like a really small tip of the fluke, of Ula's fluke coming out. So we were like, oh, it's going to be today, it's going to be today. So it was really, really cool. Of course, we called everybody in, all the vets came by, all the trainers were present, and we put Morgan in sea pool on her own so she could give birth in the most relaxed way for her. It was really, really awesome to see, because we had like trainers everywhere, we had trainers at the glass, we had trainers above, so we could film and we could see everything, you know, to make sure everything was gonna go good. It was just really awesome to see how slowly, bit by bit, like the fluke came out, and slowly, a little bit more of Ula's body, it was coming out, and it was really nice to see how the fluke, because when the fluke comes out of the birthing kennel, it's like a little bit like, it's still close, because inside of Morgan's body, the fluke is really close. And the longer it is outside in the water, the fluke starts to open and starts to come in its natural position. And that's why it's so important, or we were so really lucky, that Ula was born with the fluke first. Because otherwise, when the head comes first, it's much more difficult for the baby killer whale to come up and use the fluke because the fluke is still closed. So it's more difficult for them to swim in the beginning. And well, the birthing process went actually really good. Morgan did a perfect job and she did it really fast as well. In about 2 hours from the beginning till the end, Ula was born, and Morgan performed like the best mother job ever. The moment Ula was born, Morgan picked her up straight away on a pectoral fin and lifted her up to the surface to have her first breath, and they swam together, and Morgan was helping her really much to find her way and to swim next to her and helping her to make curves and swim in a stable way. So it was a perfect birth for us. On the day that Ula was born, she was together with Morgan, of course, and we were able to get them into the big pool, A pool. We wanted to have them together in A pool because it's the deepest pool and the most long pool, so it would be the more easier for Ula to drink milk with Morgan. It looked all actually perfect. So we left Ula and Morgan about 36 hours in A pool, and always on close watch of one of the trainers or two of the trainers, and always looking at them. But the first thing we noticed already really soon is that Morgan was not really producing any milk, so Ula was not drinking. Well, in the beginning that can be normal because sometimes it's a little bit difficult for the baby, and especially because this was also the first calf of Morgan, to find the right position for the baby to drink the milk. But as the time went on and we came to about one day, there still was no milk production. We still hadn't seen Ula drink any milk. So we decided to leave them 2 days together and see if maybe the milk production would start naturally. Well, after 2 days we had to make the decision to separate Morgan from Ula because Ula's life could be in danger, of course, if she cannot drink any milk from Morgan. So we were able to separate them really smoothly, and we were able to give Ula her first bottle because she needed this milk, she needed this vitamin, these calories for her body to grow, of course. In the beginning when we had Ula here in the nap pool, we had to help her a little bit because such a really small baby calf doesn't really know how to swim correctly, or does not really know how to stay in one position to drink. So we had to help Ula with 2 trainers in the water to hold her, and then we could slowly teach her how to drink from a bottle. And well, that was all in the beginning, and we used to give her every 2-3 hours, so also in the night we were here to give her this bottle of milk. Now at the moment Ula has grown so much and she is doing absolutely amazing. So she's now this little, almost 6 months old, and she is a perfect swimmer. She knows exactly how to swim, she knows exactly how to stay still. So at this moment we are at a really good place because we can call her over and she comes, and we do not have to help her anymore, and we're able to give her the bottle in a really easy way. And she is such a professional bottle drinker already. She knows exactly how to put her tongue around the bottle, and she drinks actually perfectly. But at the moment we're almost giving Ula almost 14 liters of milk every day, and we are giving her now about every 2-3 hours. We are giving her a bottle during the day, and then in the night only 2 times. So we're slowly going to a more rhythm where she learns that she's only gonna eat during the day, and in the night we're gonna slowly build it up a little bit.
Wenn ihr jetzt noch Fragen habt, schreibt es in die Kommentare. Und wenn euch das Video gefallen hat, dann würde ich mich über ein Like sehr freuen. Damit ihr kein Video mehr verpasst, könnt ihr unseren Kanal kostenlos abonnieren.